Hi guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Today I'm going to be going to the bookstore, and it's probably going to be a really short vlog because honestly I don't have much to do. I'm going to a used bookstore, so that's going to be fun. I'm going with my sister. You're not going to see her. You can wave in the camera if you want. But yeah, and I'm thinking to get some more memoirs. I'm kind of in my memoir era because I just finished Glass Castle a couple weeks ago, and then 2 days ago I finished I'm Glad My Mom Died. Both phenomenal books, but yeah, that's kind of what we're up to for today. A couple of books. I haven't decided which ones I want yet, but I'm not finding exactly what I was looking for, which is a tad bit annoying, but it's okay. Right now I got this one by Jeanette Walls. It's called Half Broke Horses. It's about her mother, which is really interesting. And then I got Tender is the Night by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This one's hardback, which is the only thing that's kind of bothering me. I do want to read this, but it's hardback. I don't really like hardback books, but it's really interesting because it kind of talks about like Hollywood. And then I got Victim of the Aurora, which is a mystery. You guys, I couldn't talk much in the bookstore because it's pretty quiet. But got the books. I'll give you guys a haul later. I'm gonna go grab some bubble tea now, and then I'm gonna head home and shower. Okay guys, I made it home. Now I'm gonna give you a little haul. Okay, this is probably gonna be the longest clip of the entire vlog because I did not vlog that much, and I couldn't because very quiet place, and there weren't many people. It's a very small store too. There are a couple clips that I added. But yeah, okay. What books did I get? So it was actually a pretty hard choice because I am trying to get into like kind of a new, I guess, like, how do I say it? Like, I want to discover more genres and kind of like more stories outside of what I usually read, which is why I was reading Glass Castle, I'm Glad My Mom Died, because I do want to venture a little bit more into nonfiction. I was looking for The Art Thief. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It was recommended to me by someone on Instagram. It sounds really, really good, but they just didn't have that big of a selection because it is a used bookstore. So a lot of the times you won't find what you're looking for, which is a little sad, but I love them. They're the sweetest people. So I got 4 books, okay? Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna love them. Let me start by that, because I think I've only heard of one of these authors, okay? And I've only read a book by one of these authors. So I can't confirm that these will be great books, but I do want to give them a try because I'm trying to venture outside of my usual genre. Another thing that I want to mention is you are gonna see in the clip that I picked up Tender is the Night by F. Scott Fitzgerald, but the text on it was really, really tiny. And although I don't mind pocketbooks, sometimes I'm out of breath. Sometimes I do struggle with reading them because, what's it called? I need a new prescription. I don't have my glasses on right now, you guys can tell. Not that I have lenses in, okay? I'm literally just winging it. So, the first book I got was Jeanette Walls' Jeanette Walls' Half Broke Horses. Yeah, Half Broke Horses. This is the same author that wrote The Glass Castle. I will show you guys that one really quickly, actually, just so we know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls, and this is Half Broke Horses. This one was about Jeanette Walls herself, and based off the summary, this one is about her mother. And, well, it's about her grandmother, but you kind of see into, like, her mother, because one of the sentences in the summary is she raised 2 children. So they're talking about Lily, who is Jeanette's grandmother. Okay, so she raised 2 children, one of whom is Jeanette's memorable mother, Rosemary Smith Walls, unforgettably portrayed in The Glass Castle. Which, by the way, if you haven't read this yet, read it. I know I haven't put up a formal review for this, but I think I will do a September, October, and November wrap-up all together. It's probably going to be like a 40-minute video, but what's it called? I didn't do much reading in September and October, so I couldn't really make them into like separate videos. But now that I do have a couple of books gathered for November, I can kind of combine them all. This I read in October, so yeah. Anyways, so this is Jeanette Walls's Half Broke Horses, again about her grandmother. It sounds really interesting because she sounds like a very she's a very, what's that word? Free-spirited person. I feel like I would describe it like that. Like based off the summary, she sounds like a very independent person, and I really want to see how that is, because especially with like, I guess just like the time, you know, that she lived in, and being, because it talks about her being 6 years old, 15 years old, and then getting married, having children. And it's really interesting to just kind of see like, I guess, where her family dynamic kind of came from, because obviously like her mother had probably picked up things from her mother, so it's very exciting. Happy I found this. There was another Jeanette Walls's book. What was it called? I don't remember what it was called, but it was, I forgot the name, but it was hardback, so I didn't get that. So yeah, that's book number 1. Book number 2 is this one. So this one I actually picked up last minute. This is In the Skin of a Lion by Michael Odache. I think that's how you say it. This is a book about, here, let me just read you guys a little bit of the, or should I read you the entire summary? I want to do the entire thing, it's going to get too much. But In the Skin of a Lion is a love story and an irresistible mystery set in the turbulent, muscular new world of Toronto in the 20s and 30s. Michael entwines, I feel like I'm saying it wrong, entwines adventure, romance, and history, real and invented, enmeshing us in the lives of the immigrants who built the city and those who dreamed it into being I feel like I can't speak today. The politically powerful and anarchists, bridge builders and tunnelers, a vanished millionaire and his mistress, a rescued nun, and a thief who leads a charmed life. It is a haunting tale of passion, privilege, and biting physical labor of men and women, moved by compassion and driven by the power of dreams, sometimes even to murder. So that sounded really exciting. I don't know why I'm so out of breath, guys. But yeah, that just sounds really good. And I feel like it's going to be kind of a different perspective. Guys, one thing about me, I don't read books written by men. Because, I don't know, I just don't. So, this is probably, not that I don't have any books written by men. Like, I read a bunch of classics by men, but like, I don't think I've ever read a regular book, like fiction book. Like, I've read College Sadie. I don't think I have actually that many. Rather than classics, I don't think I have oh my god, I don't think there's a single male-written book on my bookshelf rather than College Sadie. Rather than my classics. Yeah. There is like the other stuff that I do have. Actually, no, I have a couple. Never mind. It's outside. Oh yeah, never mind. No, I don't know what that means. I do have a couple. Yeah, not as much as I like. Everyone obviously, like, you know, I'm not saying that men are bad writers, but I think there's something so talking to the this man at the bookstore, the one who owns it, and I was just talking to him about like every time I pick up a nonfiction book, it's like the most boring thing on earth. So he's like, no, I understand. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I want it to be compelling, you know. I don't want to sit there and being told these statistics of like a computer, you know. Like, I'm okay, I'm not reading a textbook. Anyways, so that is the second book that I got, even though this is the last, so no specific order. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. And this one is a winner of the Canada Reads 2002 CBC Radio competition, I guess. I don't know. Awards, maybe. Oh my god, it has a little thing on it. Look, guys, it says something on it. This is so cool. Every single time, guys, I get a book from this place, I always find something. Like, I have The Pursuit of Happiness, and that one is signed, which is so cool. But it says Dr. Strangelove, Stanley Kubrick, 1963. BTK, Birth Through Knowledge. I don't know what any of that means. If anyone has any idea, please let me know. Yeah, so I'm excited to read this. This sounds really good. Is there anything else? No. Is there anything in here? Oh my god, this one is more damaged. That's okay. It's fine. It's cool. You can say it. Okay, anyways. Next book. By Victim of the Aurora by Thomas I swear I can read. Thomas Keneally. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. And this is also a mystery. And it's based in the Edwardian era. And it is a I guess it's like, I kind of feel like it's a cozy mystery. I don't know, the way that it's described. In the waning years of the Edwardian era, a group of gentlemen adventurers wait out a raging blizzard in the perpetual darkness of the Antarctic winter, poised for a strike at the South Pole. As the storm lifts, a new challenge faces Captain Sir Eugene Stewart to discover which of his 25 carefully chosen men has become a murderer. The quest for adventure has become a quest for justice. So that sounds really good. It's a pretty short book. So I think I'm gonna actually might read this week. I've kind of been, and it's an Australian writer, which is so cool. I don't think I've ever read something by an Australian writer. I'm trying to like diversify my bookshelf in terms of everything, right? In terms of like translations, in terms of characters, in terms of writers, in terms of like everything. So I'm happy that I was able to grab a couple of books today that kind of, you know, are different than that. But I really like this cover. The cover was what kind of got me. Very cute. Victim of the Aurora. By the author of Schneider's Ark. Schneidler's Ark. Haven't read that. Yeah, so this one's pretty cute. Anything in here? No. Okay. And the last book that I got is also a mystery. This is Bellevue. It's either Bellevue Square or Bellevue Square. Guys, I can't. Wait. It's Bellevue Square. Okay. And Toronto Star described it as mystifying and haunting and entirely its own. So that's what kind of got me. I was like, interesting. And this is about a woman who has a doppelganger. So I think she like becomes obsessed with her doppelganger because it says that she kind of like goes down this rabbit hole of like trying to figure out who her doppelganger is, and like it starts affecting everything around her. I'll read you guys the last kind of sentence. Michael Redhill takes readers down a existential rabbit hole, exploring the surprising and disturbing plasticity of self and what happens when the sense you've made of things stops making sense. That sounds really cool. So I'm excited to read that. This is the cover again for that book. For this book. And I think this one is pretty, this is like one of the books that like I think are written probably the most recently. 2017. So this was 2017. Okay. This one, I love checking these things because I know these things are happy to know when books are printed. 1977, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yes. Yeah, like 1977, 1978, somewhere between there, because there's like 2 different dates on here. But yeah. Janet Walls. This one is a pop set. It has kind of like water damage on it, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Oh, see, my virgin back at it. 2009, so it's not that old. It's kind of sticky. It's weird. This one is 1987. So these are pretty old. These are actually pretty old books, but yeah, this is exciting. So these are kind of the books that I got. Let me know if anyone has read any of these, or which one do you guys think I should start with first. That was kind of my book haul. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. I know I didn't film much at the bookstore, but that was, you know, couldn't really. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.